Do you need a large audience in order to write a book? This is a question that has come in from a viewer, and it is a question that has come through many times before and does confuse a lot of people. Unfortunately, in this video, I'm going to confuse you just a little bit more because it's not a simple yes or no. It's actually a yes and a no. Let me break it down. So the reality is that most publishers do look at your social media following when they are considering whether to give you a contract for your book. And if they do give you a contract, the type of contract they give you, okay? How big the advance will be, for example, all right? So publishers do pay attention to that. And the reason for that is that even if you have a traditional publisher that is publishing your book, they do expect the authors to do a lot of the heavy lifting when it comes to promoting the book. Okay, I'm going to say that again. Even a traditional publisher, the Penguins, the Pan Macmillans, the Bloomsburys, they do expect authors to do heavy lifting when it comes to promoting their book. So as far as a publisher is concerned, publishing is an economic activity. Publishers make an investment and they're hoping to see that investment come back. So if an author has a particularly large following or a particularly engaged following, publishers feel more comfortable giving them a contract, giving them an advance, because they're hoping that the author is going to be able to leverage that audience to get them out to buy the book, to support the book, which often does mean exactly that. If the author is doing her job or his job, their audience is going to be part of the book launch. They're going to be part of the whole process. And so they are going to contribute to more sales. So in that sense, it's a yes. The other thing to know is that even if you are self-publishing, if you have an audience, it is easier to create a buzz for your book and to get those sales coming through, all right? So that's another yes to the question. The other thing as well is that the larger and more engaged audience you have, whether you're with a traditional publisher or you are self-publishing, the easier it is to build that mass of support, that big buzz that gets you into the bestseller category. Now, when I say bestseller, it could be an Amazon bestseller, which means that you sold the most books in a particular category on one day. Okay, that's quite simply becoming an Amazon bestseller just means selling the most books in a particular category. As you can imagine, some categories are a lot more competitive than others. Some are a lot quieter than others. So if you're in a quiet category where there are not many books being sold or being launched in that particular time frame, you could end up being number one in that category, which means you become an Amazon bestseller, which is pretty cool, right? But the point is, the more audience you have, the easier it is to get people out to go and order that book so that you can hit the bestseller list. Okay, so those are all the reasons why the answer to the question is yes. But as I said at the start of the video, I'm here to confuse you a little bit more because the answer is also potentially no. Now, let me explain why it's a yes and a no. Because online audiences are not necessarily engaged. You could have a massive audience, 100,000, 500,000, even 1 million, but your engagement out of that number is low, okay? So a smaller yet more engaged audience is actually going to be more valuable to you than a huge audience with little engagement. Why? Because an engaged audience, they know, like, and trust you. Okay, when you speak, they listen. When you make a request, they may very well comply. So just because you don't have a massive audience shouldn't be a reason for you to feel that you'll never get a publishing deal, or you'll never be a bestseller, or you'll never be able to actually do a book launch. Look at your engagement. Look at how your followers comment, how they like, how they communicate with you, how engaged they are with you and your content, because that is a huge indicator of the type of mobilization that you'll be able to get when your book comes out. Then the other thing I want to say as well is that offline audiences count. Okay, offline audiences count. So you may not be huge on social media. I have worked with many clients who are not on social media at all, but they have been able to mobilize their people. How? Personal connections, family, friends, neighborhoods, communities, schools, masajid, halaqat, Okay, let's not ignore the power of WhatsApp groups, Telegram groups, Facebook groups. These things don't really show up when somebody researches you to see, oh, how much, how many followers you have. But these are part of your network. Okay, so thinking about who you could bring in to support you, your family and friends, obviously, but also your professional community. Yeah, it could be that you have come from a particular cultural background. You could belong to a mosque or a church where the people are particularly engaged. I had one client who was not on social media at all. I think she just had a normal Facebook account, but she was able to mobilize the Ghanaian community in the diaspora, because her book was a memoir about being born in Ghana and then going to the United States and that whole experience. So many people resonated with that story because it's not a story that you hear very often, and it's not one that's often told. So she was able to build this amazing launch squad out of people who came from Ghana and had either experienced her journey or wanted to know more about that particular journey. And like I said, she's not a personality, she didn't have a huge list or anything, but she was able to leverage her strengths and play to her strengths in order to get people behind her book. And so, if you are concerned that maybe your audience is not as large as you'd like or as engaged as you'd like, I'm going to give you some things that you can do from now, no matter where you are in the publishing process, to help you to launch your book off a better platform, basically. Okay, so the first thing is do your research. Okay, do your research. You probably at this point know the book that you're writing or the topic of the book that you're writing. Who will care about this book? People who care about you, hopefully. We want to leverage them, okay? So we can start letting them know that I'm writing a book, or my book is at the publishers, or my book is coming out. So anyone who knows you in any of the areas that we already discussed, okay, socially, whatever the case may be, you want to leverage them. And then what about the topic itself? Is it a business book? Is it a book about a particular cultural experience? Is it about people who have been through something specific? Who else would want to know what you have to say on this topic? Who else would resonate with your message? Who else will care? You want to start writing down those groups, those organizations, those associations, those charities, whatever they are, and start connecting with them. Okay. Another really great place to get support is in other author circles. All right. So any authors that are from a similar background to you, or from a similar region of your country, or from the similar country, connect with authors in your circle, both online and offline, right? Do your research. Who's out there? Who is killing the game? Okay. And who can you learn from? Who can you help? So do the research, write down the biggest list you possibly can of absolutely anyone and everyone who would be interested. Write them down. Next thing to do is to connect with them. Second, serve. People get very, very confused when I say this, so, I'm just a beginner author. Like, what can I do? Like, I don't have anything that anyone else would need. But that's not true, because authors who are launching a book, what do they need? They need support. They need you to like. They need you to share. They need you to buy the book. Okay, maybe buy it as a gift for somebody else. They need you to come out and support what they are doing. And when you are a person who supports others, there is this beautiful reciprocity that takes place, where when you need them to come through for you, inshallah, they will come through for you, right? God willing. So bear that in mind. When you're going into these circles, don't go with a mind to extract. What can I get from this person? What can I get? What can I get? Think about, what can I give? I have no doubt that you have something, even if it's just your own personal support, if not connections to other people, that others will find useful. So do that, right? And then stay connected. Stay connected, be part of the community, be an active member of whatever communities they are. Trust and believe. My sister, she has published 2 books now. She's followed this system. She lives in Zimbabwe, where there isn't a massive book buying population, especially for children's books. They're considered pricey by many in the population, but she has done what I've told her. She's connected with the people who are teachers, who are parents, who are booksellers, reviewers of books, people who love books. She's connected with all of them. She has a dedicated Instagram Instagram page for them. She communicates through that. And she herself has been part of other people's launches. And so when it comes time for her to launch her book, they are available. They're at her service. Not only do they help and come and support her at her physical launches, but they invite her to come and speak at their schools. They invite her to come and do workshops. They invite her to come and create content. So this is a virtuous circle, okay? The more you pour into the people around you when it comes to the work that you're doing with this book and the topic of this book, the more you will find people willing to help you when it comes time for your book launch. So let me go back to the original question, which was, do you need a large audience in order to write a book? You can write a book whether you have a large audience or not, but if you want to launch your book successfully, you want to have an engaged network of people, whether they are online or offline. And that, my dears, is available for everyone. So if this speaks to you and where you are right now, you know what you need to do. Go and do that research and then start connecting and serving. And let me know in the comments which of these tips made the most sense to you. What did you find the most valuable? And make sure that you subscribe to the channel and share this with somebody else who needs to hear it. I'll see you on the next one. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.